Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as my YouTube channel, Magic Mind Medium. So today is Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays we do what? The Ancestral Past Life reading. So I've already said my prayer. I have smudged. I'm in the process of smudging now. All right. I want to state that this podcast and YouTube channel is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It just depends on what episode you may listen to. All right. So we're going to go ahead. I've already laid down the cards for this reading. So we're going to proceed to turn those cards over now. One, two, three. Wait just a moment. Let's see. That's one, two, three, four, five, six. I got all of the cards upside wrong. Looks like. hmm All right. So with the past life, ancestral past life reading, we discuss whether you may feel as though you're under a jinx, a curse, a hex, generational curse, um, and things of that nature as well. So what I will do is proceed to pull out the pendulum board and see what does it indicate in terms of whether you may feel as though you're on a jinx, a curse, or whatever the case may be, right? All right, so we're going to proceed with card one. What is the significance of card one? So the spread that I do for the ancestral past life reading is the Shins spread with my Egyptian tarot. I refer to it as the Shin's Eye because it's 12 cards in a circular. Then you got the three additional cards. So I will say Shin's Eye. Um, so card one uh, is in relation to you being the person who's getting the reading, your character, personality, and your attitude about life. I have five of pentacles. So this is your attitude in regards to life. This is the attitude in regards to life. Let me see if I can do a side by side council. Let's see if I could do a side by side. Uh, doesn't look like I can do a side by side. Should have did all of this prior to hitting the record button, huh? Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. That's really not relevant. I'm gonna end up cutting it off. Okay, so Five of Pentacles. This again relates to your attitude, character, personality. So the Five of Pentacles mentions ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, and financial loss. So this may be someone who's very pessimistic or negative. This is what I'm gathering based on this reading. Someone that is very pessimistic, negative. You may have some concerns in regards to your health. Person that isolate themselves. I have card two. This is what I have for card two. Let's see. I want to say that's the Knave of Chalices, but let's double check. Let's go down to the chalices. I want to say that is the Knave of Chalices. Let's take a look and see. Mhm. I'll be here all day. We're going to say the Knight of Chalices. I don't want to spend up a whole bunch of time doing this reading. It is a complex reading. Okay, so the Knight of Chalices, which is essentially the same as the Knight of Cups, card two illustrates the problems currently afflicting the person. So with the Knight of Chalices, it mentions a prince or princess, charming, romance, and proposals. So it may be something in regards to proposals, romance, something afflicting you in regards to who you are in a relationship with, or whatever proposals you have. It may not necessarily be like a actual relationship. It could be whatever partnership you have. Now for card three, I have family environment. So for the family environment, I get the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands mentions victory, reward, recognition, good news, and success. So I honestly feel as though it's something you may want your family to recognize or something you may want your family to know, according to the cards here, in regards to something you may not been able to express. All right, one, two, the card four indicates relationship with children, education, and referred pastimes and pleasures. This is what I get for card four, which is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles mentions um, mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. So you could very well be someone that works with children in terms of education, and you know this is more or less like your escape. The next card, one, two, three, four, five. The next card I have is card five. Talks of travel plans and correspondence. Card five, I have Eight of Swords, self-imposed restriction, isolations, imprisonment. So you may be someone that has not been able to get out or get things planned or correspond. You may be somebody that's more or less a recluse or somebody that they kept in. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is card six. All right, so which has the Nine of Swords. Card six mentions gives indication about study companions, work colleagues, or business partners. Three, four, five, six. All right, so which has the Nine of Swords. Nightmares, anxiety, grief, and depression. So this is someone who has some fear and anxiety in regards to whoever you are in a companion, work colleagues, business partner. So that's something to take note of, because as I mentioned for card one, I had five of pentacles, which indicates worry, isolation, financial loss. So could this be someone that has a lot of financial burden on them, meeting deadlines, are not able to keep up in a competitive setting? Alrighty, so we got card seven. Card seven represents profits, wealth, estate, and property. Property. Card seven has six of pentacles. Six of pentacles says giving or receiving, help, generosity. So this is somebody who potentially either is being given something or takes something, if that makes sense, in regards to whatever profits, wealth, estate, property. Either someone is giving it to them or they're taking it, if that makes sense to anybody. So this is not somebody, based on what I see, that potentially works, if that makes sense. Like if pushed to the limit, this is what this person is capable of doing. All right, so next card I have here is card eight, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Card eight talks of love, sexuality, marriage, and sentimental relationships. Again, this is Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles mentions patience, hard work, delayed success, and waiting. So I honestly feel as though whoever this reading is in relation to, I think by way of your ancestors, a commonality of things that may have transpired in the past. It lets me know that in terms of love, sexuality, marriage, and relationships, that um you was waiting. You're still looking, you're still waiting, you're still looking and waiting for that perfect relationship or that perfect person, that perfect spouse, based on the cards here. Let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so card nine. Card nine talks of health, illness, and psychophysical energy. Card nine is Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands mentions speed, action, quick change, news arrives. All right, so I do believe that there's going to be some change in regards to your health, illness, and psychophysical energy based on what it mentions here. If some things are not working favorably for you, I think it will begin to work in a favorable sense, right? Like, say, for instance, if you're having some issues with your health and illness, psychophysical or mentally, I think that you're going to begin to see a swift change based on what is what is the cards indicate here. All right, the next card that I get is the let's see, I want to say this is the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm going to say that card is. And that is actually card 10, which is material and spiritual ambitions. Card 10, Ace of Pentacles. So, in regards to your material and spiritual ambitions, new raise, new job, raise, promotion, investment, new income. So I feel as though things will work out favorable for you to where you won't feel the need to resort to doing some things that may not be conducive for you in terms of your career, job, and finances. There is, and the words, a new job, raise, promotion, investment, or what have you, is in the works for you based on the cards. Now we're going to go to card 11. Three of chalices or three of cups. Card 11 represents relationships with institutions, such as the law and religion. We have the Three of Cups there. Friendship, celebration, a circle of support. So something lets me know you have a lot of support involving law and religion. I don't know, you could very well be in law and religion, or just basically have a lot of colleagues, family who is into law and religion. Uh, Card 12 represents friends, acquaintances, and or occasional contacts with people. So card 12, we have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups represents family contentment, total love, and support. So it indicates to me that you do have a good unit around you in terms of family support. It's what it lets me know based on these cards here, based on the ancestral past life reading, to give a synopsis about whoever this reading resonate with. I don't know who it resonate with. It may resonate with you, many of you. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to proceed with the three additional cards. Okay, so A, B, and C. And let's lay these cards down now. A, B, and C. So card A is going to indicate what is favorable to you, the person who's been having their card, the reading done on. Card B is what's contrary to that. Card C is the final synthesis of the reading. All right, so let's proceed to the major arcana cards. And again, this podcast and YouTube channel is for entertainment, informational, sometimes educational purposes. All right, so we're going to proceed with A, which is what is favorable. All right, it has the number 8 there, so let's go up to card 8. The favorable elements in regards to you being the person who may be listening in, tuning in, and regarding the reading. Again, we're going to go down to card 8 for. Okay. This is the Justice card, the scales and the sword. Justice. So basically, there's order based on what is indicating order. And let's read the positive things. It mentions law, equilibrium, equity, justice, harmony, fatality, subjection to consequential logic, respect for natural hierarchy and order, rule of life. So I feel as though whoever this reading is for, there is justice and equality around you. So there's order in your favor. Now, these may be the things that may gravitate to you: the negative, low vibrational energy, prejudices, factions, incorrectness, abuse of power, fraud, injustice, false accusations, loss of a process, problems of all sorts deriving from one's own behavior, and arrest. So these are some of the unfavorable things that may come towards you. Now, what are some of the contrary elements? Well, we have this card here, which has the, let's see, card 4. Let's go up to card 4. Let's go up to card 4. The Emperor card. Something lets me know, although you may have family support around you, you may have family support in terms of law, equality, and what else it mentioned? Religion. Something shows me contrary to that is whatever you do for 11, the Emperor, because when I get the Emperor card, oftentimes it has a lot to do with leadership. Um, I equate that to employer. So these are the positive things: strength, stability, earthly power, authority, legality, moral integrity, and unshakable will, powerful and generous protector, solution to material problems. But these are the negative things. And let me begin to look up this word here. I've looked it up once or twice before. Sometimes I have to keep looking it up. Tyranny. Tyranny. What exactly is tyranny? Cruel and oppressive government, or rule a nation under cruel and oppressive government. That's what I have indicated here. So it lets me know some of the things that you may be experiencing that come towards you is tyranny, arrogance, immaturity, weakness in decisions, and ineptitude. Ineptitude. Let's look this word up. Ineptitude. Okay. So that's what it indicates here. Legal or financial problems, job dismissal, loss of property. So I feel as though whoever this reading resonate with or what have you, I'm not going to go into your competency or anything of that nature, but what I do feel as though that is potentially is not a good feel for you is what it lets me know based on the cards. Because when I get the Emperor card, it's in relation to employment. But what we have indicated here on my cheat sheet, it mentions respect, leadership, strategic planning, a father figure. So this may be someone who has issues with leadership or um, a respect for quote authority, right? Now, this card here is the final synthesis card. This is going to give the final draw of the reading. The final draw of the reading, because I think a lot of it started off with your attitude, which is 5 of Pentacles. Ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, and financial loss. So when we are presented with some unfavorable circumstances and challenges, it would be hard for us to see the grass being green on the other side, right? Particularly when we're going through our own issues and concerns, right? So this is what I feel. Let's go down to my final synthesis card, which is the Chariot card. Osiris Chariot. All right. So, what are the things that you may be experiencing and what may be gravitating to you? So, I have triumph, success, spiritual or material evolution achieved with intelligence. So, I think, but based on how you think and feel about things, this is a trade off to whatever your spiritual related job field or spiritual duty is. I have honors, recognized merits, ambitions, direction, and government is what I show. Something lets me know that you think on a higher scale or what have you, and that has been your trade-off. These are some of the negative things that it shows me that you may be experiencing, or low vibrational energy you may be picking up on. I have failure, lack of success, defeat, incapacity, problems due to one's own mistakes, sudden loss of an already certain result, bad government. Okay. So even though we may be very wise, or we may be not necessarily wise, but even though we may be intellectual or very eloquent in our, you know, resume or our portfolio, as they would like to say, that does not measure success. You understand? And does not mean that you will be successful in your job venture or whatever your spiritual duty or spirit related job field may be. You still will have some issues that you may have to tackle, particularly when you are have a bad outlook or attitude towards life, right? All righty. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to proceed. That is the Shin's Eye Radom. And let me get this adjusted. All right. Now we're going to proceed with, let's get a little bit of past life on whoever this reading is for. Again, this podcast and YouTube channel is for entertainment, information, and sometimes educational purposes. All right, so the sun is out and bright, so I can turn this light off. All right, I'm going to pull out four of these cards, four other cards, at least four, I'd say. So do you feel as though that you are a product of experimentation or a curse or a jinx? Whoever this reader resonate with. Well, just put it this way. Um, it lets me know that it's all based on your attitude. There could be some gaslighting that has occurred with you, whoever this reading is for, and which in turn I feel is a generational curse. So yes, I do feel that way. But we're going to go ahead and corroborate that once I get finished with the reading with the pendulum board and ask the spirits. I get the sun beaming in, and you can see the brightness of the sun. So I have imprisonment or slavery. So based on tapping into your ancestry energy from your ancestors, this is what it appears to be, is that you are a product of gaslighting. And what exactly is gaslighting? Well, we're going to look that up now. Medical gaslighting. Medical gaslighting is when a healthcare professional dismisses or minimizes a patient's symptoms or concerns without explanation. It can happen in many forms. I want to say what I'm getting at is more or less exploitation. Yeah, this right here is a different definition from what I looked up some time ago. Medical exploitation. That's what I'm going to look up. Medical exploitation. Which are real things, medical abuse in regards to underdiagnosing or overdiagnosing of certain people within a group or whatever the case may be. Yes, these things continue to go on even to this day, right? Um, but medical exploitation where you're being experimented on. And I think a lot of that happens when there's a need to keep a certain group in a certain location and they begin to experiment on them is what I feel. That is the truth. So I want to say whoever this reading resonate with, you could very well be a product of a generational curse of medical gaslighting as well as medical exploitation. These are real things that occur, right? It's not in the mind, it does occur. I have wars and battles. Wars and battles. So you could very well come from a area that has a lot of energy, like um impulsive, explosive type energy. I don't know if you're foreign or from a foreign country or whatever the case might be, but if they go back and look at records, it would indicate wars and battles within certain region and or area. I have Atlantis. Atlantis. I think a lot of the history was kept and still to this day is kept from individual as to what transpired in history in regards to whatever that region is. Because when I think of Atlantis, I think of a lost civilization. So it could be some cover up in terms of history within whatever land space you are from, right? The next card I get is forgiveness. Forgiveness. So of course we don't want to forget. We don't want to forget, but we don't want to harbor a lot of anger based on some things that transpired in the past, right? Because, you know, as I said before, revelation came to me that a lot of these images that you go to bed with has a lot to do with your physiological response. And you cannot allow the enemy to what? To get you so riled up to where you end up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So we don't want no impulsivity, no impulsive reactions to some things that have been going on for God knows when, right? All right, so I'm going to ask the pendulum board, whoever this reading is for, is this person under a generational curse? Is it a generational curse? I don't know if you're able to see. Let's do it like this. Is this person under let me hold it steady. Okay. Is this person under a generational curse? Okay. According to here, it says no. The person is not under a generational curse. So is this personal? Is it personal? If it's not a generational curse, is this person dealing with something that is personal? Yes, yes, yes. So it could very well be that they're targeting you specifically, right? You specifically. I don't know what your spiritual duty or spirit related job field may be. You could very well be a taunting spirit and don't even know it, not even aware that you are considered a threat, if that makes sense to anybody, right? Based on what you do for 11. So, based on this, I'm going to say that that may not necessarily be the case in terms of your family or where you from. You could be an isolated person, right? Somebody that really didn't get the memo and was deceived and taking the burdens of someone else curse, if that makes sense to anybody. Like, say for instance, if um somebody has done something that is not favorable and you jumping up want to be seen or want to be heard and they gave it to you versus the person who posted got it. Yes. So that could be what's going on in your case. It's what sources wanted me to convey to you. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to proceed with a 4 card past life oracle reading. Alrighty. All right, and then we're gonna bring this to a close within the next. Uh, okay, I have all four of my cards. Okay, I got social, late middle ages time frame. Has social here. Whoever this reading resonate from, I show that it has oppression here and has social at the top. You're not somebody, you're isolated. We discovered this before. You could be in your late middle ages. Like the middle ages are what, 45, 50s to what, 65? You could be in your 60s. Something shows me that you're not a sociable person. You potentially feel oppressed. That's what it lets me know. But I do feel as though you are a living testament of medical gaslighting and exploitation is what it lets me know. I have esoteric faith here. What is esoteric faith? We're gonna look this up now. What is esoteric faith? Esoteric faith. So it mentions esoteric faiths are spiritual traditions that are considered to be hidden or mystical and are often only accessible to a select group of initiates. So it mentions about esoteric Christianity, a mystical approach to Christianity that focuses on the hidden meaning of Christian teachings and scripture. Esoteric Christianity is associated with the Essenes and the Rosicrucians and teaches that Christianity is a mystery religion. Okay. So basically, esoteric means inner. It's a Greek word according to what indicates here. So I think God puts revelation within you. You don't necessarily have to get out here and have someone to dissuade you otherwise. If God wants you to know something, according to what I have pulled here, He's going to let you know. It's just that simple. The next card I get here is older man identity. So you could very well be a older male, a older male. That's what it lets me know. You could very well be a older male, and yes, because I just mentioned about middle age, late middle age, late 50s, maybe early 60s even. I have companionship, love. That's what I have here. You may be longing for companionship or whatever the case may be. It's based on what I have here with the cards. Okay. So I do feel as though that you was targeted. You could very well be somebody that is out of their quote league or out of their quote what is expected of them in terms of level, if that makes sense, social class, and you was targeted, personally targeted is what it lets me know. Whoever this reading resonate with, this is not a commonality amongst your family or generation. This was a situation where attention, and as a result, um, this ended up transpiring with them. I'm sorry, I clicked off there. Yes, this you end up getting someone else's um getting the crossfire of someone else's mess, if that makes sense to anybody. Okay. All right. So I am going to go ahead and conclude this episode of Magic Mind Medium doing the ancestral past life reading. And on tomorrow, I will proceed with the what do I do on tomorrow? The light and dark illumination and revelation reading. So I think I may target or speak on this so-called, well, I'm not going to say so-called, but the killer of the CEO, healthcare exec, health insurance exec. I think I would target this person on my reading for tomorrow. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day.